Hey everyone, welcome back to It's Game Week. We have our 10th episode today. It is right, 10 episodes. Thank you. And we have Saksham, another Arsenal supporter here with us live from Ahmedabad airport. What's up, Saksham? Kaise ho?
Nice. Glad to
Well,
join in.
welcome to It's Game Week.
Absolutely thrilled. Absolutely thrilled to be part of this. And
Great.
it's always good to see you guys.
Yes, amazing. I mean, I remember the first episode that we recorded, but we never uploaded
Released
it,
it.
Yeah.
which we just kept it on our computers. I don't know
No,
where that is right now.
we actually did upload it on Spotify.
Oh,
It's
we
still
did?
there, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
did yeah. Dunia goal hai. But yeah, I
हाँ,
don't know
दुनिया
uske
को
baad where that went. Yeah,
पॉडकास्ट गोल है.
let's start with EPL's matches then. Okay, what was your most interesting match of the last weekend?
City Brentford.
City Brentford for sure.
Yes.
Aapka Saksham?
I was thrilled about Arsenal win. I saw
Oh
that match
yeah.
end to end.
You know,
And
Uh,
yeah,
I saw the Arsenal matches highlights, and I felt Arsenal didn't have to play their old vintage football to keep up, or like I didn't feel they played really well to against Wolves, who were like really struggling. Wolves are like bottom of the league, really struggling. They had few chances. I felt like Arsenal kept it to the point where they have to just win it, because they don't have to stress it out and give it everything uh to I mean, they didn't have to do everything. They just had to do the minimum to keep the points.
Fun fact, that was Wolves' best performance of the
Exactly.
season.
Exactly. I felt so
Yeah.
they are super low. I feel Wolves and Southampton are probably the worst teams. I mean, Leicester was there with them, but Leicester actually won 4 out of 5 games. I think four out
Yeah.
of last 5 games, and they drew one of that. And Wolves' best performance.
I think
Yeah.
I think one thing that Wolves have been lacking this season is specifically like a proper replacement to Raul Jimenez.
Yeah.
Um,
They don't have a proper goal scorer.
yeah,
Did he
there's no
leave
finisher in the
Wolves?
team. No,
He's
he's still there,
injured.
but like, yeah, he's
Yeah,
mostly on off, on
one
off.
injury. One injury can change everything. He had a big head injury, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That too
Yeah,
against Arsenal.
yeah, that actually changed everything. He was back. He was not scoring. He was not in the right mind space. But if you remember the season before that, he was on top of the league. I mean, I don't remember how many goals he scored. But I remember Wolves was in top six for most part of like good part of the season, and he was in my FPL team always. So he
I
was
still
so
don't
good.
I still don't believe why Wolves let Connor Cody and what is that player who's gone to Aston Villa? Leander Dendoncker.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dendoncker. Why did
Hmm.
Wolves even let these two players leave? They're very good players, and let's hope that Wolves stay in the league because I really like the look and feel of the team.
Yeah.
Julian Lopetegui, they're going to get a new manager. He'll
Uh,
start after the break.
yeah.
So let's see what miracle does he does. But yes, Arsenal is top of the league.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Going into the holidays, going into the World
The
Cup.
the
What?
thing about Wolves gameplay that particular game day was that they were trying to play a similar gameplay as Arsenal. Like
Mm,
their possessional
Hmm.
play was very similar to
Yes.
Arsenal, but on the defensive side, they were not able to match up as
mm,
equally strong as what Saliba and
right.
like Gabriel was
Gabriel.
providing to
Mm,
Arsenal.
right. 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 Right.
And you know what the problem with Wolves in that match was that they were transitioning into a low block very quickly,
Mm,
and due to which Arsenal had to solve a very Man City-ish like problem in a very Man City-ish kind of a way. They had
mm,
a very both the goals. If you see someone is going to the touchline, crossing the ball back square to the goal, and then someone
right.
hitting it. Yeah, so
Right.
it was a good game, and yes, again we are top of the league. I'm gonna keep singing this till
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
the
We've been recording since 10 game weeks, and I mean, we never felt that Arsenal might win the league, right?
I
For
still
the
don't
first
feel we'll
time,
win the league.
sorry.
I still don't feel we'll win the league.
Yeah, for the first
Yeah,
time, I had that thought
Yeah.
seeing Man City play. So that's a segue into Man City versus Brentford. So we talked about Man City's boring football. So I felt last match was probably the most boring Man City has ever played. I was watching them. I mean, Bernardo Silva was not at it. De Bruyne was not at it. Haaland was completely super bad throughout the game. And yeah, I mean, we should not take away anything from Brentford. They were good. They had multiple chances. I mean, it's a controversial game. Lot of penalties like
I think
were not
Ivan
given
Toney was
apparently.
was playing with a vengeance.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
I mean, that
Yeah.
cold celebration, dude. What cold
Uh,
celebration!
I want him at
Amazing,
Arsenal.
amazing.
Ivan Toney is a hot property right now. I think
Yeah.
he will
Was
definitely
it?
make a difference for anybody's squad.
Yeah.
But I like that. Like I think one thing that was very prominent in City Brentford game was that like City's player looked very reluctant going into World Cup, that they don't
Exactly.
want to get injured and stuff.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that played a pivotal sort of a moment, and like a lot of counter attacks that were happening from Brentford, they were like extremely good. Like they were
Mm,
pacey, they were point precise pass. Uh,
mm.
Their
and
left
I
back,
think,
Rico
yeah,
Henry.
yeah, that guy is
He
good.
must he must have ran almost like 20 kilometers in the match.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, that is, I was just exaggerating for
Yeah, yeah,
effect,
but
but
still.
yes,
Mm,
he ran the entire left wing. I mean,
mm,
who was the guy? I think Joao Cancelo and Bernardo Silva. They had just given up, and
mm.
Erling Haaland spent almost like 70 minutes of the 90 minutes on the floor claiming for a penalty.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
but
there was no creativity that we all talked about. It was clearly seeing, yeah, as Saksham said, I think it might be a big reason that players didn't
yes,
So
want to get injured. But
very
another
very big.
Foden's goal was a
another
screamer,
reason
though.
another reason why there was no creativity was because De Bruyne was defending a lot. If you see the
He
entire
was
match,
playing back. Yeah. Mm,
yeah, he was actually doing a defensive mid sort of a job
right.
throughout the game. In fact, he saved one of the goals as well, which was
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
goal,
The
Yes, yes,
last
yes.
goal
goal.
like clearance. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
could have been easy
Goal and
3-1,
clearance.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. When Tony would have had a clear hat trick. I think he missed two sitters, to be honest.
FPL में था क्या तुम्हारे किसी के
Bench पे था
तुम्हारे में
यार,
था क्या?
13 point, 13
तुम्हारे
points on bench.
में
Saksham is like Nunes of our league. कभी कभी point आ जाता, you never know how and how.
No, I get the points the week everybody scores a dipper.
the
I
lowest.
get the points in that particular
uh,
that particular book.
But Brentford's first win since 1937, apparently. And
yes,
at Etihad, I think it's really a special one for Ivan Toney and Brentford.
and it's not only at City, it is combined with both the Manchester clubs.
Wow.
Yeah, they had never won in Manchester since 1937.
That is brilliant. But
Yeah,
Brentford,
Well, I got a bounce off. My flight
okay.
is gonna take away, but it was lovely joining you guys.
Okay, safe
And
hello,
flight.
obviously happy
bye
to
Saksham.
join back again. But good to see you guys. Let's
Yeah,
connect
yeah.
again.
Same here.
Safe
Cheers.
flight.
Cheers
Bye.
to
Tata.
bye. Cheers to it's game week. It's game
Cheers,
week?
Yes,
bro. Yes, it's
yes,
game
it's
week.
game week.
It's game week.
Arsenal,
Good.
Saksham, we
आपके
are top of
पीछे
the league. Don't forget that.
We're top of
आपके
we're
पीछे
top of
आके
the
अंकल है,
league.
नमस्ते कर दो उनको.
Good.
चलो,
Chalo,
Cheers.
bye.
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 Yes, sir. So we were talking about Brentford, like
Hmm.
win in Manchester since 1937. But next thing, they won against. Did they win against Arsenal? They won against
No,
Arsenal, right?
dude. They
No.
won against Arsenal last season ka pehla game.
Okay.
It
So
was
I
at their
think
stadium.
they won against. Whom did they
They
win
won
against? They
against
won against
United.
United. I remember they won against another Big Six club.
They I think they drew against Chelsea.
Oh, okay.
Something.
Yeah. So but great, great. I mean,
I always like the way Brentford plays. You know,
mm,
they've got a very good. एक मिनट में देखता हूँ.
mm,
So they drew against Chelsea. They beat
yeah, the
City.
truth. They beat
They won
City.
against Brighton. They got smashed against Newcastle. They got smashed against Arsenal.
Oh yeah, Arsenal was 3-0 or 4-0.
3-0.
Yeah.
They they fucked the shit out of Man United.
Yeah, 4-0, 4-1.
मैं सही बता रहा हूँ, मेरे को इतना खुशी होता है ना Man United is mud these days. Oh fuck, I
Uh,
I just cannot contain my happiness. And I think it's a good segue into, the Fulham game.
yes, last minute goal.
I think, see, what Man United does as a club is separate, and what
Mm,
Man United does on the pitch is a
mm,
different thing. I think
yes.
they in the entire game,
Mm,
I don't think that they ever deserved a chance to take 3 points from the game. Fulham was equal to them. They could have got a
very
draw.
equal, very equal.
Uh,
There was
and
only, I felt there was only one guy who was really good on the pitch, Christian Eriksen.
yes, yes, he got a
He
goal and,
is,
and an
yeah,
assist.
yeah,
Yeah,
beautiful game and
yeah.
controlling the midfield,
He
which,
could have he could have scored the second one just before halftime.
yes,
He just
which
he
this
just
guy was doing. So that's
he
what,
just
right? So if a team gets the 3 points, we don't really talk about. I mean, it's not in the news or media that they were not so good actually, but Garnacho made the difference there. He got that beautiful goal. I mean, that was pass between Ericsson, Garnacho, and Garnacho. Sorry, Garnacho to Ericsson, Ericsson
yeah,
to
it was a
Garnacho, and
1-2. It was a 1-2
yeah,
between them. And the
yeah,
most important part is that Granacho, right?
mm,
He has this he has this ability to run at defenders. If you
exactly.
look at if you look at Jadon Sancho when
Mm,
he was playing at Borussia Dortmund,
mm.
he had the uh, uh, same drive.
That is a
He would run.
beautiful skill to have.
Yeah, he would run. If you look at how Bukayo Saka plays,
Mm,
the first thing what he does the moment he receives the ball, he runs the defender.
right.
The
Mm.
Jadon Sancho, the moment he moved to Manchester United, I don't know what
Stop
Ole
doing
Gunnar
that.
Solskjaer
Mm,
told him,
mm.
uh, or the or maybe he didn't like the jacuzzi at Manchester United.
Yes.
Or Bade Bhaiya told him, yeah, this club is finished. There's no point in playing.
Ramesh Matka.
uh,
Mm,
uh,
yeah.
and Jadon Sancho flopped, but to hell with Jadon Sancho. Granacho, I think he needs to, mature his game more.
Yeah.
But I feel
He's 18. Mm.
there's a player there. There's a player there,
You, you know,
and I really liked it.
when United, this Greenwood was coming into the picture,
Mm,
he was coming into the picture on
mm,
Solskjaer. He was playing that odd how Garnacho is playing now, that probably last 20-30 minutes.
mm,
And he was having a good game. And the moment he started, that changed a lot for United. United started doing well. They were winning matches. And Bruno Fernandes was in good form. Greenwood was like great in finishing. I think he used to play right wing. Yeah. So United's biggest loss was that uh, Greenwood turned out to be a stupid ass, and
mm.
he went into I mean, I don't think he's in the jail right now, but that case is going on,
Yeah,
and I mean, these players, need to. They're very young. They need basically a mentor or somebody to keep
yeah,
stuff. And this fame, when it gets to their head, right, it completely ruins their entire career. Now it's done for Greenwood. Even if the case turns out to be, he'll come back. I mean, even if he comes back, he won't be the same. He won't have the same. He had the potential to actually become the poster boy of United. He
yes,
was almost getting there. He was really good, and United were loving him. And if Garnacho keeps it going, and it's too early to tell, of course, he's in 18, keeps it going and, improves under some mentorship from somebody at United or anybody, he's
not
urgently
Cristiano
right.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo is no more at United. He played his
Yes,
last game for United. Done.
yeah,
What
he
a
was a
bad
captain.
exit. What a
Such a
sad,
sad.
sad ending to his United's
That is why, see, that is the reason
career.
I never see. I admired Ronaldo the athlete always. I
Yeah.
always admired Ronaldo the athlete, but
Mm,
never liked him as a person. I always
mm,
felt Messi has got something more gifted, I
mm.
guess.
Oh, Messi is
um,
definitely gifted. So
uh,
Ronaldo is a
Me-
pure hard work guy.
yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that Messi is not an asshole. He
Mm,
has been asshole at he has behaved like an asshole at times.
yeah. Mm,
But I feel the way Cristiano Ronaldo has made everything about himself,
mm,
um, you know, Manchester United was way before than him, will still be after him. You might have been one of the greatest players to
Yeah.
ever kick the football.
Mm.
But you always respect the club. You always respect the manager. You might hate him.
Yeah. So one of the
You,
things
you,
like Sir
you
Alex
never.
Ferguson also said, right? Like player is never bigger than the club. That
I
was the
think
reason David Beckham left.
no, a player is never bigger than the club. Then why the fuck did Sir Alex Ferguson ask Mr. Ronaldo to come to United when he was signing for City?
I think it's more about Ronaldo playing for City. He didn't want the
No,
prodigy of
so
United to
he
play
was
for a rival club.
so. I mean,
Yeah.
see, if you are a manager, you know that a 37-year-old footballer,
Exactly.
however great he might be, right? You know him as a person,
Mm.
and the moment I heard the news that he's going back to United, I was really happy.
Mm.
I was really happy because I knew that this is not going to work. Last
Mm.
season in a dreadful United team, he scored 20-25 goals. He got them out of shit.
Mm.
Great job. Great job.
Definitely not a long run solution.
Great job.
Mm.
But what do you want to do as a club when you want to think about future, when you're thinking about the next 5 years? What is a short term, medium term, and long term plan? And I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure, apart from the short term, Cristiano Ronaldo does not fit in any of the plans. I think even short term, he's not giving you what you need. And when you've got a manager like Eric Ten Hag, who has a different philosophy of football, and I
Mm.
think I would, if it was not for Mikel Arteta, I would be really happy if Ten
Mm.
Hag was the manager at Arsenal.
I love
Huh?
Ten Hag. He
Hmm?
is actually a really good manager, to be honest. I
Yeah,
watched his Ajax games after he came to
exactly.
United, and beautiful game on the ball.
I used to always watch Ajax games in Champions League. The
Mm.
reason why, because they always had some kind of magic when they played.
Mm.
They played football like art. I remember there was one raking some 90-yard pass from Hakim Ziyech.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
It was from his, I think, near his penalty box to the
Mm.
corner of the neck to the opponent's penalty box. A
Mm.
cross field pass,
Long
and
ball.
that led to
Mm.
a goal.
Mm.
And
Beautiful.
Ajax had some old Southampton players, Dusan Tadic,
Yeah.
and there was one fullback. I think he was a United player.
Mm.
Uh, क्या नाम है यार उसका? He was a United player even for Ajax. He's a Netherlands international. Daily Blind.
Okay.
Huh?
Mm.
I mean, uh, he built a great team. And if you have got such a manager who has a certain way of playing, who needs certain kind of players, if you are a club, you need to support your manager.
Yeah. I
You really
mean,
need to
see,
support your manager.
whatever Ronaldo has said might be true. Of course, nothing
It
changed
is
since
true.
nothing changed since Sir Alex Ferguson. Like I don't know about the
See,
gym, food, and all. But the
see,
thing is, yeah, hmm,
Even Gary Neville has called this out multiple times that
yeah, everybody.
the roof at Old Trafford is leaking.
Hmm,
The training ground is outdated. All that is all acceptable. You can
hmm,
go and bitch about it,
hmm.
but don't go and start talking about uh, bitching your manager
Manager,
and
yeah.
bitching about your ex players. He
Hmm,
started complaining about Wayne Rooney.
hmm.
He
But
thinks he's over and above criticism. Oh, come on, man.
see, yeah, that's what Rooney and Neville said are very true. Despite being their teammates, you can. I mean, यार कोई support नहीं करेगा when you have such acts, right? I mean, everybody will say that is wrong, and saying that wrong is not. I mean, that is criticism, but you cannot take it to like you cannot be offended entirely. Uh, I mean, Roy Keane was entirely supporting Ronaldo, right? But that didn't make sense to me at all.
I
Roy Keane
always
and
feel,
Neville had this thing.
yeah. I feel that Roy Keane has made some investments in some of the Cristiano Ronaldo companies, and he does not want to work him out.
Yeah, that
My
didn't make
conspiracy
sense.
theories,
Yeah.
my conspiracy theories are usually over the edge, but I feel
Mm,
that it has got some meat in it because the way Roy Keane was defending
mm,
Cristiano Ronaldo, and if it was Paul Pogba, imagine,
mm.
oh God, they would have barbecued him.
Woohoo. Of course. I mean, they, everybody already almost did Paul Pogba when he was at United for his
Yeah,
antics. I
yeah.
mean, एक डांस कर दिया तो फिर खत्म की मतलब
वो एक बार
इतना
एक बार
हो
बाल
जाता था.
एक बार वो बाल क्या कटा लिया, अरे साला.
हाँ मतलब haircut पे ही उतर आओ आप, मतलब it used to be at that level.
उसका 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 हेयरकट वाटरशेड मोमेंट हो जाता था उस सीजन के लिए। अरे पॉल पॉगba ने बाल कटवाए हैं।
Yeah.
God.
Yes, yes. Moving to the next match, Newcastle versus Chelsea. Gosh,
Oh,
the Magpies are flying,
जो
flying,
जो विलक, ex Arsenal player.
flying. What? I mean, this Almiron guy, oh,
No, no,
what
he was
a.
very quiet this game.
He was
He was
quiet. Yeah, he was quiet. He was
quiet.
trying to take the chances.
Yeah,
Uh, but I think that goal was very funny. I think he was about to go take the
yeah,
chance from his
yeah.
left foot.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
did
from
this.
where. Yeah, Villa came
Uh,
and dash it went to the amazing goal.
it's a beautiful goal. It was a beautiful goal.
Do you think Potter will stay?
Yes, he will.
4 out of 5
He will.
losses. I
He
mean,
will.
4 losses out of 5. I think they need to stick with him. They know the thing
I
is
think,
this team is not set by Potter. He don't know how every player, any player except Kukureya, who
and
we
few of,
got from.
and I think few of the main players are missing. Reece James is missing. Ben Chilwell is missing.
Yeah, they are basically the building blocks of
Yeah,
United
and
Chelsea's
and
defense.
they don't have a proper. I mean, yeah, Mason Mount is there, but I think Mason Mount is a attacking midfielder. They
Mm.
need they
They have Sterling.
if you fuck Sterling. If you look at the way Brighton plays, right, and
Mm.
when Adam Lallana plays,
Mm.
huh, they need a player like Adam Lallana who is very good at the on the ball, who's
Mm.
intelligent, you know,
And
who has got good vision. He's a very intelligent footballer, Adam Lallana. They need a footballer like him.
their goal scorers are very inconsistent. You don't know from where the goal will come. It's
Who the
very,
fuck trusts Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to score goals, man? I
yeah.
mean, his days are
Aubameyang is
done.
also a bad signing that they did.
Yeah, his days are done.
Even
Yeah,
even Sterling was a bad signing.
I still have an Oba jersey,
Mm.
but I hardly wear it because
Mm.
his history is done and dusted with Arsenal.
I think
But
he
I
is.
feel,
Mm.
but I still feel that Oba should, Oba, I think he should retire maybe, or maybe go to MLS.
बारसा गए जाके बाल गए उसके, तब से थोड़ा
Uh,
डिप्रेशन में शायद. So yeah,
uh,
I wanted to talk about Dan James' goal in United's match. I watched the United match total.
uh,
So
United full,
see, Dan James, I think we discussed it all. I love these players who give their 100% on the pitch. Matlab, they're not the very talented ones, but who keep on running here and there, like giving their
there was
100%.
there was this one instance in the match where he just pushed the ball against Luke Shaw.
Yeah. Mm.
Not Luke Shaw, or it was Luke Shaw or Lisandro
Must
Martinez.
be it must be Luke Shaw. He was playing on that side. Mm.
He pushed the ball for almost like what 15, 20, 30 yards, and
Mm.
he just ran.
Right. Yeah. That's what
And
Dan James does.
it was Lisandro Martinez. He pushed the
Okay.
ball and he ran.
Mm.
Lisandro Martinez couldn't catch him, and I was, you really like those moments in a football game when someone is actually bursting his
Giving the
lungs.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
That reminds me of Bale's goal against Barcelona, where he was fastest in the world when running 37 miles.
where he ran like this
Yeah, ran from outside the
outside the
box.
pitch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
outside the pitch. And
yeah.
amazing, amazing goal.
Uh,
That reminded me of that. So yeah, that goal was actually really disappointing for Dan James. He was not getting the game time. But yeah, so he was good. So players like these, they need some momentum to come onto the top. And I think that Dan James goal was actually really good.
and I'm really glad that he left United.
Mm.
Yeah, he could have just sat in United and taken a fat paycheck
Oh
and
yeah,
have
for
done
sure.
nothing.
Mm.
Glad he came back to. I mean, like he always wanted to go to Leeds.
Mm.
Yeah, I think he was playing for Swansea.
Yeah,
Dan James.
Swansea United, and then
And no. From
oh
Swansea,
yeah, he was on.
he got a transfer to Leeds United, but the transfer was called off at the nth hour, just before it was about to be signed.
Uh-huh.
Dan James was in Leeds,
Uh-huh.
about to finish his medicals, but
Mm.
the moment, but immediately he was told that the deal is off. He had to go back to Swansea.
Oh, okay.
And that was in the January transfer window. Then in the
Mm.
summer transfer window, he got a move to United. He was there for I think 2 years. He didn't
Mm.
fancy the place maybe, and then he
Very
came
less.
back to Leeds.
I think
Yeah.
he's on loan right now, right?
No. He's a Leeds United player.
Oh, he's a Leeds United player. I
Ah,
thought he was on loan. Okay.
no.
Mm.
They bought him for some 25 million pounds.
Yeah. Mm. It's great. Yes. Next match. What's the next match that we want to talk about?
Leeds and Spurs.
Spurs. Yes. Did you watch the match? I watched the highlights.
No, I saw the match. I saw the match while I was making sambar.
And also, I felt Spurs didn't deserve to win that.
Yeah, fuck Spurs, man. They don't deserve anything in this world. Yeah.
I mean, that's coming from an Arsenal fan, but
I
I
don't
felt
even
like
feel like, I
Spurs
don't
didn't
see
deserve to
you.
win.
See, you asked me. That's why I'm telling you
Huh.
that we need to talk about Spurs, or else I would be been very much happy not to talk about those fuckers.
But do you
I
think
mean,
Conte
if you
will
see, if you see the if you look at the way they won, right? It was like
mm,
I was about to
stealing
throw
the
the
victory?
entire. I was about to throw the entire sambar in the sink, but like I have to have dinner as well, so
Stealing the
I'm
victory.
not
But yeah, I don't know how they are still on, like, are they third or fourth?
fourth.
Yeah, third is Newcastle, right?
Newcastle.
How are they even fourth? I don't think they played that well this season.
They didn't play, but they ground out results. They had a good start to the season, and
That Chelsea versus Spurs match was very controversial. I
yeah.
felt like
So most of their matches are like that only. See, against Bournemouth, right? They were
mm,
2 goals down. They won
mm,
3-2.
mm.
Against
Second half, Spurs will do change their game entirely. Something was happening in the second half, in
I
the
think
whole
I think
second
I
match
think
of the match.
Kulusevski changed the game.
Mm,
The moment Kulusevski came on the field, right? The game changed, and I think Kulusevski's goal. I mean, not goal, the assist what he gave, or what
mm,
pre-assist, whatever you call it,
mm.
uh, was really good. He's a good
Right.
player, I
Kulusevski.
think.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Well, I mean, one of the very few players from Spurs I really admire. One is Kulusevski, the other one is Bentancur.
Mm.
I like
Yeah,
him.
Bentancur was really good. So I don't
He's a,
think, Spurs even deserves to be in the top four this season,
they
at
don't
least.
deserve to be in the EPL, bro. पर क्या करें?
Uh, so yeah, Darwin Nunes, 2 goals, great finishes.
Yeah, the Dua Lipa of EPL.
Yes. What do you think of him? You think he is actually coming back to? Doing what he's expected to do.
Yes, and I think he'll come good.
Hmm.
He'll come
Liverpool are
good. I
also
think
like,
I,
but
I think Liverpool will come back. They will be okay. They might not finish they might creep into top four.
might keep it in top
Uh
four.
yeah,
That's a huge thing. I think they
yeah.
won't. I think they'll make it to top six. Not difficult to say top four.
See, I feel
I'm pretty confident that Newcastle will finish in top six. Like super confident. I'm actually 90% sure that they'll finish in top four because the way they're playing right now, I
no,
really
no.
admire it.
It's just equivalent to saying that Arsenal will win the league. No,
That's right.
neither
So
are.
before this, I didn't have I was not thinking of Arsenal winning the league, but the way City was playing, just the last game week felt that, oh, Arsenal might have a chance at winning the league. Now they're 5 points clear of City.
No,
Uh,
no, so there are some sort of circumstances what we need to take into consideration.
mm,
City played the way they played was because 10 out of 11 players whom they fielded, except Erling Haaland, all were going to World Cup.
yes. Mm,
No one wanted to fuck up the chances.
correct.
Uh,
Mm,
Wolves are relegating and they are screwed. We had
right.
to overcome.
Right.
Newcastle played a very good game, but the problem in Newcastle is that they don't have a strong bench.
They don't.
They don't have European competition to bother. But again, for
Yeah,
them
I
to
think the
keep
moment Trippier or Bruno
Trippier,
Guimaraes
Trippier, Bruno Guimaraes,
will
and Callum
lock.
Wilson.
Mm,
Callum Wilson.
mm.
इन तीनों में से किसी एक को भी इंजरी होता है ना उनका सिस्टम टूट जाता है.
विल्सन तो
हाँ,
बेंच पे ही बैठा है सर.
हाँ,
वो
Wilson. I think he came on in some 70th or 75th
yeah.
minute. Yeah, he did fuck all, nothing. कुछ नहीं किया
Yeah.
उसने.
I think they're more dependent on Bruno Guimaraes, Trippier.
यार ब्रूनो गिमारेश से मेरे को याद आया, तुमने फुलम वाला मैच देखा ना? उसमें फुलम का एक डीप लाइन मिडफील्डर था, पाउलिनिया। हाँ, वो जो हाथ पे बैंडेज लगा के खेल रहा था।
हाँ,
भाई क्या प्लेयर है यार वो।
यस, अमेजिंग।
हाँ, वो मेरे को
मुझे
मैन ऑफ
लगा
द मैच।
ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस की बात कर रहे हो।
है चूतिया ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस, ये पाउलिनिया। हाँ।
या
हाँ,
रियली
मेरे को
गुड।
लगता है जो भी पॉडकास्ट सुनेगा तो यही बोलेगा कि नीलेश के हिसाब से सब चूतिया हैं, आर्सेनल के प्लेयर के लिए सब चूतिया हैं।
बट ठीक है।
नहीं नहीं, पाउलिनिया, दैट प्लेयर, कीप एन आई ऑन हिम।
राइट। लेट्स सी।
रिमेंबर द नेम।
Remember the name, Paulinia. Okay, noted.
But coming back to Darwin Nunez,
Hmm.
and Liverpool making the top six. I think they will make it to top six. They can also creep into top four. But again, Newcastle, it depends. It all depends on what happens post World Cup. Who comes in
Yeah.
what form? What players are available? Who is injured? Who is not injured? So a lot of ifs, buts, and maybes. So we just cannot predict anything. We're just happy that we are top of the league. We are top of the league.
I love that. Love that. And I think it's pretty good. I mean, 5 points clear going into the Christmas break. That's a good celebration. I mean, Newcastle, Arsenal, they should all be celebrating the way they played the first half. So I have one question. So, who is your player of the season until now?
So my player of the season until now for me is Granit Xhaka.
Zaka. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very confused between Trippier and Haaland. Haaland ignoring the past 3 matches, but 18 fucking goals in
Yeah.
like 15 games
See,
is
I'll tell you
crazy.
I'll tell you what's with Haaland. Haaland
Mm.
plays in a very well-oiled machine.
Mm.
Uh, um, he's the spearhead of a very good tank.
Mm.
The tank which has been functional for a good period of time, well maintained, well oiled.
Yes.
The
Yes.
tank which is run by very well manned, so well trained
Yes.
soldiers.
Mm.
Whereas um, Granit Xhaka is the engine of a tank which is just built, very
Mm.
fresh. No one
Mm.
knows how much ammunition or how much bullets it can take.
Mm.
Can it even survive one landmine? God knows.
Mm. Mm.
Uh, but they are coasting through. And Kieran Trippier is and shout out to Kieran Trippier. I think
Mm. He deserves.
he deserves a shout out.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
But Haaland, I still feel um, Haaland Haaland is good because he plays in Man
For City.
City.
Mm.
Imagine if Haaland starts playing for Southampton.
Yeah. That might
I
not.
think he'll do well in Southampton as well because they've got James Ward-Prowse, whipping those beautiful crosses.
Crosses, yeah.
And
But Southampton are probably playing the worst football of the current
in the league.
in the league. Like so boring. So boring. It was very hard to watch even the
Yeah.
highlights when they had the ball. Yes. So that was it.
Yep.
Next, let's record the World Cup episode.
Yeah,
World
we'll
Cup
record the
episode. Oh,
episode
no EPL for
Saturday.
like 50 days.
Yeah, 56 days, I guess.
56 days. No EPL for 56 days. No
We're back on Boxing Day.
matches. Yes. Let's catch back on Boxing Day. And yes, I think this might be the last episode this year for what do you say? For EPL or any recording match.
Yeah,
Unless we have a
EPL.
controversy,
Yeah,
we might have another interview where we might just like do a short episode and talk about it.
yeah.
But
But we'll still be talking about
World
the
Cup.
World Cup, right?
Yes, of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. World Cup matches would be exciting.
Yep.
Okay, then let's wrap it. Thank you,
Yep.
everyone. It was a great
Sure.
10 episodes. Thank you, Nilesh bhai. And
Thank you,
Saksham,
everyone.
shout
Thank you,
out.
Vamsi. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
Saksham.
see you on the next episode. We'll be recording about our predictions and everything that we our opinions basically about the World Cup. Thank you. Tada.
Bye bye.